So for this year, we're gonna use some new pieces of gear and different knots, different techniques to do some hammock camping. So first thing that we'll take a look at today is our Mountain Equipment Co-op Silnylon tarp, and we still got our Eno single nest hammock, and I got me some 4mm rope, some 10 pegs here, and some extra webbing if I need it, but I probably won't need it. Now with my single nest, I have converted the default suspension with a pair of whoopee slings, but I did keep the buckles handy just in case I might need it. So let's start off with the MEC tarp. This is the Mountain Equipment Co-op Guide Silnylon tarp. It's made or it's available at Mountain Equipment Co-op here in Canada, and we're just going to set this up. This is the Guide. There's two versions of this tarp. There's the Guide regular nylon, and you get the Silnylon, and you also have a smaller Scout version. So this is the large version. This should be a 9x12 tarp. Weighs about just under 800 grams, and you can see when it comes in, it's packed pretty small. So what we're going to do is going to quickly set this up out back. Alright, so we're about to tie the ridge line to our post. I personally like to have a nice tight ridge line, and one of the knots or hitch knots that can help you with this is, I learned it as the Alpine knot, but there's a whole bunch of different names to it. But basically you take your line and you loop it once, cross it over for twice, and you bring that crossover underneath like that, and when you tighten up the line, you get a nice little loop that you can use to add tension to the line. So now we have the line around our post. We can just take the end here and just go put the end inside the loop like this. So now when you're ready to pull the slack, all you need to do now is pull, and you can end up with a really nice tight ridge line. So once you've tensioned your line the way you like it, you can do a couple half hitches around the post, and then you can just finish off with just a simple trucker's hitch, something like that, and your line should be nice and secure, ready to put on the tarp. In order to tie the end of my tarp to the ridge line here, I'm just going to use a Prusik knot. And the Prusik knot, very simple. We'll just do it like this, do it once, and we do it again like that. Get something like that, tighten that up. So now when we pull it at either end, this ain't moving anywhere, but yet if I can adjust it by controlling here. So what we do now is bring our tarp, and you can just do a simple knot here, or clip it, or whatever. And now if you want to adjust it like that, and there you go, all set. And once you're done, ooh, like that. Alright, so there it is, quickly set up. And let's take a closer look. So I got some 2mm rope around one of the grommets. I don't think this will last very long, so you probably have to do another solution here to make sure that this lasts. One of the reasons why we like the tarp is you can actually see it right here. We can close the ends, and with the grommets on the side, we can effectively have some storm doors. And if we really wanted to here, we can just have a little isbeener here, but what we can do is we can pull this down the ends, and we have a pretty secure door with some ventilation. So when you're doing hammock camping, this ends up being a pretty good solution. Let's take a look at our tarp with a hammock inside. You can see there's loads of room. Alright, well, once you're done, you can just take the stuff sack, and I just grabbed the very middle here. I'm just going to start stuffing the hammock back. No point trying to fold it perfect. That'll probably be an exercise in utility. I left all the string that I used for the guylines and the Prusik knot, so that it's all there, one nice little package. It's 3mm and 2mm cord, nice and small, drawstring. There you go. And of course you can compress it back, pack it smaller, like that. There you go. MEC Silnylon Guide Tarp.